What is up, everybody? It's your boy Michael, and today I'm doing another fat loss video. There are people who struggle with this every day. There are people who want to get fit and they try to lose weight, yet they seem stuck. And unfortunately, that can't happen. So I'm going to tell you all the ways you can lose fat, what you can eat, some steps you can take, and just basic everyday things. The first thing is a calorie deficit. So you have a caloric maintenance. Depending on how much you weigh and how active you are, your body burns a certain amount of calories. Me, for example, I'm around 185 pounds. I work out and train around 5 times a week. So if you go to a caloric maintenance app, you put in your information, like for example, when I put in mine, I have to eat roughly around 2,600 calories to maintain that, but that's only to maintain weight. If I want to lose weight, the only thing I do is eat less food. Now, you might be thinking, well, Mike, say you're already big and you try to lose weight. Won't you lose muscle? And you can. Like when you're in a caloric deficit or a cut, which is most popularly known as, you can lose some muscle, and it does happen. But the main goal is to lose fat. So what I recommend is to up your protein, keep it around the same, but lower everything else. Lower your carbs and fats. So the first thing to go in a caloric deficit or a cut and lower how much you eat so that way you lose weight. Now, you're not always going to see progress. Sometimes the progress can be stagnant, but it takes time. You just got to trust the process. So as long as you're eating less and staying active, you will get there. So what I recommend is tracking your calories. This can be very important no matter what you're doing throughout the day. Meal prepping on Sundays helps very much. That way you already have everything tracked. You have everything laid out for you. You just got to make sure you eat it and put it in for the day so that way you know this is how many calories I've eaten compared to how much I need. Next up, I recommend walking around at least 10,000 steps a day. That's what you see a lot of bodybuilders do, a lot of fitness people do. And also something I've done before, because I'm a high school student, I have work and I do sports, so I am constantly moving around. So as on a cut, it's very easy to move around and keep my metabolism going. Another thing too is to eat good, clean food. So when you're on the cut, make sure you're eating good whole foods so that way you are eating healthy, because if you're trying to do a cut but you have a junk food based diet, you're not going to lose weight and you're not really going to see a change. And if you do go to fast food, try to find the healthiest option they have or stay strict to your program. Now, I get it. There's people who go on vacations. There's people who do go to like concerts, parties, all of that. But you got to make the decisions ahead of time to see what you can do when you're there to lose weight. Another thing, to stay consistent. Consistency is key. If you're not consistent with it, it won't go anywhere. Me, I lost last year during my school year, I lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. How? Don't ask me. I was wrestling hard. This is during wrestling season. So I knew the weight, I knew what I want to get to. So I barely ate, but I don't recommend that because it's not healthy. I lost too much fat too quickly, and overall I felt sluggish. I felt weak. I didn't feel like myself. Another thing is exercise. Exercise is key. And that's exercise and calorie deficit is really all you need. But there is one more crucial factor, and if you do not have this factor, it will be very hard to stay consistent with it, because consistency is another key, and that is sleep. You need good sleep. You burn fat while you sleep, but you also recover your muscles and your body as you sleep. So try to get roughly the recommended time to sleep, so that way you can do that. So we have about 4 to 5 key things. 1, a calorie deficit / cut. You lower your macros so that way you're not eating as much as you need to. Number 2, tracking your calories. So while you're on a deficit, it makes it much easier to track your progress and to make sure you're doing everything right. 3, consistency. Consistency is crucial and is key to you losing weight. Number 4, exercising daily. Whenever you do exercise on your recovery days, you don't necessarily have to go hard on a workout. There are some workouts where you can just go on a walk, you can recover, do some stretching, mobility. You don't have, every time you go to the gym, you don't have to go absolutely crazy with it. And recovery days don't just mean laying down and eating food and sleeping. You can also stretch, get more mobile, things like that. And lastly, number 5, sleep. If you have good sleep, you will stay more consistent, you'll want to keep doing it better, and you'll feel more driven. And those are my tips to losing weight, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this helps whoever is out there on a weight loss struggle, and I will see y'all in the next video.